Axelar. So Axelar is all about Web3 cross-chain communication. Bigger than that, though, it can ensure privacy within the blockchain, which is, for banks, for businesses, that's going to be very important. This has had a nice little 24 hours, so we're going to dive into why this is rising, what's happening, what this can do this bull cycle. Before I get into it, though, if you're new here, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these coins. These were cryptos that I thought could do very, very well. Could make a lot of money, which is obviously why I showed myself buying them up. These were their prices when I recorded and released my videos. These are the highs these coins hit in the last bull cycle. And these are what your profits would have been if you'd popped $100 into the coins. If you'd done that for all 26, a $2,600 investment in the last bull cycle would have netted you a profit of over 123 grand. And it only took around about 16 months. Now, you don't have 16 months because we're in a bull cycle right now. If you've got coins, cryptos that are not performing, you've got to get it fixed. If you don't know where to begin, have a look at copymycrypto.com/YouTube. This is the special offer I'm running right now for my YouTube followers. You get full access to my site, full membership to my site for half price. And there is a 60-day money-back guarantee. On the site, I share with my members the coins I own. Whenever I find any crypto that I think can do very, very well, like many of these, I jump onto the site, I tell my members about the crypto, the reasons I think it can do well, and the price I'll be buying it at. I do the same when I sell, so there's no work for my members. They're in and out of crypto, same price, and they make the same profit. If you go onto the site, you will see some of the profits the members have made. You will see some of the successes that led to those profits as well, whether it was a meme coin that we held for just a fortnight that did a 300x, whether it was Phantom, which was one of the best performers in the last bull cycle. Myself, my members, we all got in before pretty much the rest of the market at half a cent. Phantom went up to $3.46. That's just shy of 700 times our investment. A bunch of my members became millionaires from that one investment alone. This is all public records, all on the history of this channel. So you can verify it. And if you like what you see and you want to find out the coins that are going to be the winners in this bull cycle, all you got to do to find out is join up on the site. Now, Axelar. So, it's on a bit of a downtrend. It launched, in 2022. So it's been around a while. And it's actually been tumbling for a fair amount of time. The last 24 hours, however, has been on a nice rise, over 30%. There are currently 1.08 billion tokens. There are still another 140 mil tokens to be released, which is effectively 9 distributions of 13.5 million tokens. It is worth noting some of that is operational and some of that is for the core team. So, they can obviously sell and probably will sell at multiple points, but currently volume is not bad. Obviously, it's on a massive uptick. It's about 1,000% up. So before today, we were seeing it around 10 million mark. So the huge surge is pretty massive in terms of volume. Now, Axelar claims to deliver secure cross-chain communication for Web3. The project provides a decentralized network and tools to help builders and dApps with cross-chain communication. They have 3 core components, which is their network, the software development kit of protocols and APIs, as well as a set of gateway smart contracts for cross-chain connectivity. Now, they're powered by a decentralized network of validators. Anyone can join the network, build on it, or use it. App builders can interact with a simple API atop a permissionless network. AXL is the native token of Axelar. It supports the cross-chain transfer of tokens via their wrapped ERC20 versions, including Avalanche, Ethereum, Phantom, which is obviously now Sonic, Glimmer, which is Moonbeam, and Matic. They've had top-tier investors like Binance, Coinbase, Dragonfly, and the founders are Georgios Vlachos and Sergey Gorbanov, both part of the founding team at Algorand. And while Georgios designed the Algorand protocol, Sergey led the effort to standardize BLS signatures, which is a standard that's now adopted as a draft in CFRG and was followed by Ethereum 2.0 implementations as well. Sergey is also an assistant professor at the University of Waterloo in Canada. They have a 60 mil ecosystem program. This began pretty much around the time that they launched. The idea was to accelerate the development of dApps and protocols that can replace centralized exchanges. It was designed to nurture a pipeline of developers for Web3. That was the main goal. It's still on pretty much all those it's on all those big exchanges still. So it's pretty much buyable everywhere. If you're going to get it, I'd highly recommend using BitGet if you don't have an account, because BitGet have the best welcome pack in crypto. It's a $6,200 welcome pack. That's why I work with them, because there isn't a better welcome pack on any other centralized exchange. If you don't have an account with BitGet, use the link in the description. That will entitle you to the $6,200. Now, Axelar. So, they've introduced MXRP. That's a new yield-bearing liquid staked token. They are claiming to be the gateway to on-chain finance. Now, actually, they posted something that was pretty useful on their X. It is worth noting they had swap X's, so this is their new one. But they made a very good point recently. Banks can't trade if every order, counterparty, and position is publicly visible. But regulators can't supervise markets they can't see. So Project Guardian and Dama 2 are designed to solve this tension, which allows on-chain finance to scale like never before. So this is the idea is that this is what compliant privacy actually looks like. Providium provides the execution layer. Axel connects it securely to public blockchains for interoperable settlements. There's no data leakage. There's no siloed systems. And it ensures a compliant privacy structure where you turn tokenization from pilots into production infrastructure. Dama 2 shows how institutional confidentiality, regulatory oversight, and public chain settlement are ready for the next wave of on-chain finance. It's actually a very, very good point. Banks all trade. They all want to trade. And if everything is visible, they won't trade. I mean, if you think about it as well, like, of course they can't trade. Because imagine if a bank is longing Tesla and another bank that's much bigger but want to take that bank, see that. They could short it. They could try and cause huge spiraling, cascading liquidations for the bank, for their competitor, to then come in and do an aggressive takeover. Like, there's certain sort of things that are obvious that you have to be aware of. So there's a protection mechanism that has to be in place for trades to be not publicly seen. Axelar have actually built something that's pretty good. Like, if you check out the ecosystem now, it's starting to look much better than it was. So if we're diving into the projects, there are tons and tons and tons that now work with Axelar, and they're all kind of the biggest names that you're going to see. And I don't take necessarily wallets too seriously, but you know, when DYDX, when Uniswap, when all these big names are starting to work directly with Axelar, that's a really good sign. I'd still sooner not see a bunch of centralized exchanges. I'm sure they are going to continue, like, they're going to feature within this within their ecosystem projects. But what they have done is work with all the major chains now as well, which is a really good sign. So you can work with any asset on any chain, and you can see this is every single damn chain. They are ready to work with everyone, and their cross-chain communication works perfectly, which is why it can be done. Now, the downside here is the wrapping. It would be better if we didn't require wrapping, but that is kind of the structure that they've created for this. I do think we're going to see a lot less wrapped assets as time goes on, because I think there's going to be just solutions that are created to put native assets that are on one chain onto another without the need for wrapping. And it might just be that there is a minting, a burn on one chain to mint on the other. There might be those kind of solutions, but that's going to happen more and more and more, and it makes total sense why. You've got to be able to just add liquidity, and you've got to be able to move liquidity with great ease. And the wrapping, I don't trust, I don't like. Axelar, like I said, the last 24 hours have been very, very good. Obviously, across the month, it's still down, but it's had a really strong bounce off of around 10 cents or 10.5 cents. And looks like it's probably going to be trying to get back to the highs that it had around the summer, which was around 36 cents. With a push, this might get back to 42 cents in the very near future. And that's going to depend, of course, on net growth. If this momentum picks up, obviously their volume is 10x'd out of nowhere, which is a really good sign. It means interest is there all of a sudden. If that's the case, this could 3x quite quickly. This could get back to around 42 cents. Is it going to get to previous highs? Probably not. Probably not at the moment. But at the very least, it can start trying to push back to the sort of price point that it was at middle of the year, which 42 cents isn't bad. Like, it's 3x off of where you're at right now. If it could do that in over the course of a month and a half, you'd be over the moon with that. That would be faster gains than you're going to get in the stock market anywhere. So it's not bad. But I think that's very achievable in the short term. But what do you guys think? Why is Axelar pumping out nowhere? What's the reasons? If you're an Axelar holder, what they've been saying in the Telegram, what they've been saying in the group chats. Let me know. And guys, we're in a bull cycle. And if you're sitting on cryptos you're not happy with, if there are coins that are not performing, you've got to get it fixed. If you don't know where to begin, get onto copymycrypto.com/YouTube. This is the special offer I'm running right now for my YouTube followers. You get full access to my site, full membership to my site for half price, and there is a 60-day money-back guarantee. On the site, I share with my members the coins I own. Whenever I find any crypto that I think can do very, very well, like these, I jump onto the site, tell the members all about the crypto, the reasons it can do well, and the price I'm going to buy it at. Whenever I sell a coin, I do the same thing. I tell my members the coin I'm selling, percentage I'm selling, and why I'm selling. So there's no work for my members. They're in and out of coins, same price, so they make the same profit. If you go onto the site, you'll see some of the profits the members have made, some of the successes that led to those profits, like Phantom. Phantom in the last bull cycle was just an absolute killer. It goes by Sonic now, but Phantom, myself, my members, we got in at 0.5 cent. That was faster than pretty much the entire market. And Phantom went up to $3.46. That's just shy of 700 times our investment. Like, a bunch of my members became millionaires from that one investment alone. This is all public record. You can verify it all on the history of this channel. And if you like what you see and you want to find out the coins that are going to be the winners in this bull cycle, the ones that can do the phantom gains, all you got to do to find out is join up on the site. If you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Bye-bye.